Hello students, in previous video we see how we can allocate memory dynamically for our arrays for avoiding the fixed memory allocation or for by removing the static memory allocation problem. We see how this program works. Now I am putting one breakpoint and see what happens inside this memory. Now I am running this program and see the locals window. We see what happens inside this locals window. Now in locals window there is one args array which is command line arguments, then array which is initializing null value because we are only declaring this array and not allocating any memory for it. So now our array is only declared and not initializing or not allocating any memory. And again n is also here, which is a local variable, and I am not initializing, so it takes default value as 0. Now we go forward, and here by pressing F11 we debug our program. Then what happens? It gives me one message as how many elements we want to store inside array. If I am giving 5, then what happens? Just see, inside n there is one 5 value now. Then again I am pressing F11. Now see, memory will be allocated for this array now. Okay, now my array allocated memory for 5 elements. See, this is the exact memory allocation and dynamic memory allocation. Memory will be allocated dynamically for this array. We are in running phase, and at the time of running our program, the memory allocated for this array, which is integer type. Now if we see here, all the elements are 0 initially. Now by using this for loop, we store the elements one by one on these all index. So we go forward by pressing F11 and it gives me one message on console, enter element. I am giving 45 here. Now see here at the index 0 there is 45 elements stored. Now again for next iteration it gives me again the message as enter array element. Then I am giving here 12. Now see, at the one index 12 will be stored because now my i's value is 1. So at the index of 1 there is 12 value is stored now. So in this way we allocate memory dynamically, also store or initialize array dynamically. So here I am giving 34 now, and 34 will be stored inside second index of our array. Now in this way we go forward by pressing F11 key, F11, and we accept fourth value here, which is 55. Here at the index of 3, 55 will be stored, and now if I am pressing F11 again, then last value will be stored 23. So here at fourth index 23 will be stored. Now again we go forward inside this for loop. Now my for loop will be terminated, and we go to this for each loop. By using this for each we access all the elements in this way, and we get the output like this. So this is our in this way we have seen how dynamic arrays works. Now instead of allocating this dynamic memory, if I am allocating this memory like this, is equal to new int of 5. Then this is the memory declaration plus array declaration plus memory allocation here also done in the single statement. Now this memory allocation is only for 5 elements and this is constant, right? Memory allocated for 5 elements. I want to store 10 elements inside this array, then I can't insert a 6th element inside this array because my array limit is over after 5th element, or 5th element is my last element inside the array. So we can't store 6th element or 7th element inside this array. So for this purpose, if I am allocating memory like this, now memory will be allocated for 50 elements. Means at the time of compilation we can see here, or we can say that there will be memory allocated for 50 elements. Now if I am storing only 10 elements inside this array, then total after 10 element means from 11th to 50, 40 elements size will be wasted. So this is the drawback of our static memory allocation for an array. So because of this we go through dynamic memory allocation. Now what happens, see here, if I am putting again breakpoint here and running my program, then what happens inside local memory, see here, I am declaring size as 50. Now instead of allocating memory dynamically, I am allocating memory to this array statically. There is no any dynamic memory allocation but static memory allocation. Now my program is compiling here and there are no any errors. Now what happens inside this locals window, see, my array is declaring only here, and if I am pressing F11 key, then see this, my memory allocation is done here. This array will allocate memory for 50 elements and my last index is obviously 49. So this long memory is allocated here for my array. And now if I am going forward in this program and if I give the value as 6, number of elements I want to store 6, then what happens, see here, my program goes towards next line, enter array element. If I am giving 45, then what happens here inside array, inside my array, 45 stored inside this 0th index. Then if I go forward by pressing F11 and if I give the element as 67, then 67 will be stored inside this array at 1 index. Then again we go forward by pressing F11 key. Then what happened, at this time I am giving 12. Now 12 will be stored inside my array at 2nd index. Then after pressing F11 we go towards the next line. Now I am giving 34 here and my 34 value will be stored inside 3rd index of an array. Now again we go towards the next iteration. Now I am giving here 22, then 22 will be stored in my array at 4th index, stored actually. Then we go forward and my last value I am giving here 33, and 33 is stored inside my array at 5th index. Now all my 6 elements I am giving, and my for loop will be terminated here, and after executing this for each loop I am getting the output. I am getting the output like this. So I am using only 6 element. Okay, I am storing only 6 element inside this array, and for storing 6 element I am allocating memory for 50 elements. Means there is a huge memory wastage, because I am allocating memory statically. I don't know how many elements user wants to store, but for safety purpose, means if we are giving 5, maybe user needs some extra elements or some more elements, so I am giving here huge size, but by using this size I am wasting so much memory. So this is the drawback of our static memory allocation. If I am declaring the size too short, then there will be problem if I want to store more elements. If I am giving large array size, then there is memory wastage like this. So this is the problem for static memory allocation, and for this reason we are allocating memory dynamically, so there will be exact memory allocation, and there is no any less memory problem or memory wastage problem in dynamic memory allocation. So this is the concept behind dynamic memory allocation. Thank you.